Hi, second graders. Today we're going to read Chapter 8 of Gooney Bird, Greene, and the Room Mother. On Tuesday morning of Thanksgiving week, the day before the pageant, Miss Pigeon wrote another new word on the board. Below authentic, she wrote fiasco. She sighed and inserted the word dictionaries class, she instructed. Though she hadn't needed to, the second graders had already reached for their dictionaries and began turning to the F section. Barry Tuckerman waved his hand in the air. I found it, he called out. When Miss Pigeon nodded to Barry, he stood and read aloud, a total failure. Miss Pigeon sighed. Correct, Barry. Good dictionary word. The fiasco means a total failure, especially a humiliating one. Say it after me, class. Fiasco, 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 the second grader said aloud. The gerbils, usually quiet in their cage in the corner, unexpectedly began to fight. They chittered noisily and chased each other in a circle. A paper thumbtacked to the bulletin board suddenly came loose and fluttered to the floor. The radiator hissed. Outside it was raining in a steady drizzle. What's wrong, Miss Pigeon asked Beanie. You look sad. Did we do something wrong? No. You children have worked so hard and very proud of you, Miss Pigeon said. But I'm worried about the Thanksgiving pageant, she confessed. I'm afraid it will be a fiasco. No, it won't. Look, I got my cast off, Ben reminded her, holding up his arm. And my arm works. We sent the invitation, said Felicia Ann. And remember, we put turkey stamps on them. The mural's done, Barry pointed out. It turned out great. And we only have to hang it up in the multi-purpose room. The room mother says the cupcakes are all ready for tomorrow afternoon, Gooney Bird said. And lemonade. Yes, you've all done wonderfully, and all of your mothers are coming. I know yours is, of course, Gooney Bird, Miss Pigeon said. Everyone else and some dads and little brothers and sisters. All the children nodded. Mine, my Auntie Kiko said. And my triplets, Malcolm said, making a face. I hoped they would get chicken pox, but they didn't. Please, tell me their names, Felicia Ann begged. No, Malcolm said with a scowl. They don't have names. Malcolm, Miss Pigeon said, putting her arm gently across his shoulders. They probably have beautiful names, and I hope someday you will tell them to us. You children have worked very hard. It's just that, she hesitated. What, asked Beanie? We know all the words to all the songs. Well, I'm concerned about the songs, Miss Pigeon said. I'm not really a songwriter, and they seem, well, a little slapdash to me. She wrote the word on the board. Oh, dear, said Ben when he found it in the dictionary. That's bad. I know, Miss Pigeon said. Then she wrote the definition on the board. Careless, hasty, unskillful. Our costumes are all made, Tricia added. I'm very concerned about the costumes, said Miss Pigeon. I'm not really a costume designer, and these seem slapdash, said Tyrone. Maybe a little, Miss Pigeon said, and ill-fitting. We know our lines, Nicholas said. Mine is thank you, good friend Squanto. I know it by heart. I'm concerned about the lines, Miss Pigeon said. But you wrote the lines, Miss Pigeon, Tricia pointed out. Here's a picture of Miss Pigeon. I know, and I'm not really a writer. The lines are slapdash. All of the children looked at Miss Pigeon. She looked very sad. Felicia Ann, the most bashful person in the class, went to her and gave her a hug. You're a very good teacher, Miss Pigeon, she said. You don't have to be a writer or a songwriter or a costume designer or even a mural maker because you're a teacher. You taught me to read. Me too, called Tyrone. I couldn't read worth nothing when I came to this class. Now look it. I can read the whole dictionary. Me too, called Ben. I could only read baby books before, but now I can read whole long words. We all can, the other children shouted. Miss Pigeon began to cheer up. She smiled at the children. Thank you, she said. I'm sorry that I was depressed for a minute. It's just that the story of the first Thanksgiving is such a truly wonderful story about becoming friends and helping one another and being thankful. I wish I could have presented it better instead of writing a dumb song about succotash. Miss Pigeon, Gooney Bird said, I have an idea. End of chapter.